Hi guys, what's happening, man? I want to tell you guys something that happened here recently. Just recently, this last couple days here. About 3 weeks ago, right? I went to this little church that I didn't like over there in Torrance, and it's called Coast Family Church, something like that. I didn't like it because I went there like 5 years ago, and I went there one time only, and I didn't like it because when they're singing and all that stuff, it took forever, man. They were on one song, they would take like 20 minutes on one song. And I was like, dude, hurry up! I like the song, but come on already, man. You know what I mean? You know, and so I was like, and it was really weird. I know it's wrong, but I didn't like that church because of that. Ain't that something? But yeah, recently, you know what I mean? I'm going through my old man stuff right now. You know that? What do they call that? I don't know if it's a midlife crisis or what, but either way, I don't care. It's what it is. We all go through it. And literally, you know, I've been doing a lot of soul searching and everything, so I just wanted to be somewhere where I can just, I wanted to go to a church where I can just sit there and just not do nothing, but just take in all the praise and worship and just marinate in it, you know what I mean? Believe it or not, it helps. I don't care if you're a churchgoer or not, if you're tripping and all that. Just go to any little local church where they're doing that praise and worship. Just sit in there, man, and just let that. I guarantee you, man, you watch. You won't understand it, but watch what happens. Anyways, so I decided, okay, I remember that church. This Sunday morning, I said, I want to go to a church because I was trying to decide if I go to my home church or I go over to this other one that I love going to, Harbor Christian Center in Wilmington. Oh my gosh, one of the best churches, dude. Every time I go there, man, I come out different, man. But anyway, so I decided, you know, something just led me to go to that one because I just wanted to. I went, right? When I get there, this older lady, right? I've seen her around for years. I couldn't remember where I placed her because I do that, people. If I see you, I don't remember your name or everything. And don't act like, you know, I mean, you may know me, but I can't place you unless I see you and put things together because I know so many people being in the business that I'm in. And I know you understand that, right? But there's people that don't, and they get their feelings hurt and they don't like me no more because they think that I'm too good for them, and that's not that, dude. Sorry. But this lady, I know her, man, and so she, with this beautiful smile, she came out to me, oh, Gilbert. She was happy to see me. This is her church, right? I love you. She hugged me, that little old lady hugged me, and I was like, ah, thank you, cool. I knew her, but I just didn't know where. So she goes and sits across from me, right, and across the aisle, and something kept telling me, get her number, spend time with her. You need to take her to dinner or whatever you can, spend time with her. So okay, so I was gonna get her number, right, after church, but praise and worship was going on and everything, and then I get a text, and I didn't answer it. So I waited till worship was over, right? So I go outside to see who it was, and it said Pastor Samuel, or Pastor, I can't remember the name, Manuel. Pastor Manuel from a church in Chino Hills, an hour away. I was in Torrance, right? And it says on there, where are you? Oh no, before I went out, I sat down there, I looked at the text, it says, brother, where are you? Are you on your way? And I'm like, what? So I got up and I ran outside to see what it was. And it was him. I looked at the flyer. I was supposed to be in Chino Hills speaking and doing comedy at a church that morning, man. And I was like, oh my gosh. I go, dude, I was like freaking out, like, oh no. And I called him back. I go, Pastor, I ain't even gonna lie to you, man. I ain't got no excuse, no nothing. I forgot, and I don't know why. So he said, well, bro, he goes, we got food, we made a cookout. It's a big deal. You're the man. You know, the church is full. They're waiting for you. And I'm like, oh, no. I go, well, can you do this? Can you stall them? Let them eat first, and then I'll go after I'm done. And he goes, bro, why don't you? He goes, I'll preach until you get here. How's that? I'll stall. And then I was like, all right. So I took off right from there. I didn't go back in that church. I took off, right? I went over there, I did my thing, got down, whoa, you know me, you know what I'm saying. So anyways, I got down, went out, they were gonna have food. Pastor goes, you wanna eat? I go, Pastor, I gotta go, Pastor. I've been running around here, I've been stressing out this morning. You know, I just wanted to go. Came home that night, I get a text from my cousin Benny, right? Benny Mandak. Pedro, boy, go Pedro. All right, so anyway, he's married to my wife's cousin, right? He goes, hey, Gilbert, Christine, aunt, she said that she saw you at a show today at a church in the morning and you were doing a show, but she wanted to talk to you, but you left right away. And she wanted to talk to you because she said that God has put you on her mind for the last week. And I'm like, whoa, what's the trick? Because I was going through that last week, I was going through some major breakthroughs and everything, you know? And I was like, yeah, have her call me, bro. Have her call me. And because I go, you know, something's been happening and I really need to talk to her. I give her my number. So he gave her the number, right? Well, that night, I get a call, right? It turns out she is family, you know, through marriage and all that. It's a distant, but that's where I had seen her. She has been following me for years, right? She knows all my jokes, man. She knows jokes that I can't remember. And so she goes, yeah, if she called me that, she goes, Gilbert, yeah. She goes, for the last 3 days, God's had you on my mind, and I've been praying for you hard. I don't know what. And I go, wow, what a trip, because for the last 3 days, I've been going through this. This happened, this happened, this happened. I had been praying about this, and then this happened, and this happened. And she started laughing, man. She goes, that's exactly what I was praying for. You know, and I'm like, oh, cool, wow, thank you, and all this stuff. So, you know, all this stuff, and she'll call me up, this little lady will call me up, and she'll say stuff like, this, boom, and God's gonna do this for you, and do this, that, and then she'll hang up, okay, bye, and she'll hang up, just like that. I'm like, whoa. And it comes right at a time that I need it, right? So here's the thing, the other day, 2 days ago, she called me, and we were talking, and she goes, yeah, mijo, she goes, I just gotta tell you, she goes, years ago, because she was quoting my jokes from like, I go, girl, you know all my jokes, man, from way back. And then she goes, yeah, man, she goes, you know, a long time ago, man, I was watching you, and you were saying something, and I was like, no, that's not right, Lord. That's not right for him to be like that and talk like that. And she goes, and I started praying for him. She goes, Lord, help him, show him, Lord, help him. And she started praying for me, man. And you know, here it is, man, all this time, and I see God answering that lady's prayers, because some good things are happening in me, man. I love it. I feel like I'm alive again, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to explain, man. I don't even want to try, because I sound crazier than I do now. But you know, and this is, but it did prove my point. This is the point. Look at that, I got this little thing. I don't know. It does prove my point. Check this out. I always tell people this. Be yourself. Be yourself. Because if you're fortunate enough in your life to have a Sister Lupe in your life, a real deal Holyfield, I don't care what everybody else is saying. You know, let's say you're going to church, right? And you're not the person that they think you should be. You know what I mean? You sit in Sinner's Row, they call it, right? My thing is this, be yourself, man, because what's going to happen is this. Those phony Christians or those ignorant ones or those, they don't know any better. Maybe they're brand new. They just don't know any better. Or just some are just mean. Some are just plants. You know, you get that, bro. I'm telling you. Let them. They're criticizing you, putting you down. Let them. That's what they're going to do. They're going to criticize you. They're going to put you down. But that one person over here, the real deal Holyfield, that Sister Lupe, she's going to be praying for you like Sister Lupe prayed for me, fervently, a righteous woman like that. That avails much. I do. When a righteous person prays hard, God does some things. That's what it says, right? So, man, if you're fortunate to have that, be yourself in front of them, because they're going to pray for you. They're going to pray for you, and that's when things are going to happen. The difference between a criticizing person and a person who's praying for you is the criticizer is talking about you to someone else. The one that's praying for you is talking about you to God. That's the difference between prayer and criticism, man. So get yourself a Sister Lupe in your life. Maybe it's your mom, your grandma, whoever it is. And if you do, you better thank God for them, man, for their prayers. All right, I'm out of here. I got to go, man. It's already been 8 minutes too long. All right, bye.